Okay, in the spirit of never keeping anything boring, as soon as we start seeing the pandemic restrictions being eliminated and reduced, we throw in Ukraine and increasing the interest rates just to see if we can keep the market kind of exciting here. So what's going on with this? The interest rates are up, okay, about 1.5% or more. There's also the Feds have earmarked 6 different times for them to review the interest rates, and there's expectation they'll continue to bump it. Now, what exactly does that affect you just in payment? And the payment for every 1% increase in interest rates, about 7.5% of your payment. So the actual payment amount has gone up 10% from this last increase of interest rates. Now, one thing we should really look at in the market is that the market was not really interest rate driven. It does affect it, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't interest rate driven. It was inventory driven. And it's still, that really hasn't changed too much as far as the inventory. Let's take a look at what's going on in the market right now. Currently, we have for last month. Now, when you're looking at last month, remember that the closing numbers are all from February. Well, most of them are from February. So they put it in escrow and they sold it in February and then it closes in March. So a lot of these are kind of delayed numbers. However, there are some numbers that are real time in your face that what's going on. The new listings are up last month 11% to 2,230 brand new listings. Now, by the way, any given time, we really haven't seen a rolling inventory of more than 1,000 units at any given time. So, and that seems like a lot, but it's 350,000 households. So only having 1,000 units is nothing really. Closed sale is pretty much unchanged from the same time last year. 1% year over year, but that's that's kind of a fudge factor there a little bit. Average days on market 11, but look at this. This average price per square foot was 21% up over year, and 19% for the median sales price. So that has put us at a $1.6 million median sales price, which is the highest ever, 19% increase, and it just shows you what the trend of our for the last, since March of 19, what our median sales price has been. Now, the new listings, you saw that already at the very beginning. Now, here's the interesting one, contracts signed. Contracts signed are down a little bit, 7%. Now, anytime the market changes and there's something dramatic to it, people tend to stop and pause, and that's probably a good thing. They just want to take a look and see what they're getting into. A lot of times you'll have a little bit of a delay, and we did experience that, especially with the Ukraine thing. People didn't realize what that's going to do to us, and of course, increased our fuel prices and all different things. Just basically the tension of that. So we see that that's down a little bit. The closed sales are pretty on target for the same thing as it was last year, as you saw before. Average days on market, we already saw that at the summary page. Now, this is an interesting one. These are luxury listings, and these are people who have the money, who are moving forward. They're over $3 million. We consider the luxury here, and as you can see, the luxury listings for sale is down a little bit. It's down about 8%. But look at this. Even though it's down a little bit, the amount is up 11%. Now, that's not a very good sample set of 134 to 149, but it does show that there are people jumping in there. And this is an indicator of what next month's going to look like, or this month, April. And in April, we're going to start seeing these things close, and that's up a little bit. Now, when you're looking at the let's take a look at this. Is called the Market Action Index, and this takes a lot of the numbers that's inside of the median list price and everything like that. And what they do is they create this whole market action index. And as you can see, Santa Clara County is almost 90. Just for point of reference, this is a 30 is a even market. It's not a buyer's market or a seller's market. It's just you negotiate back and forth. And this has now tapped out to 90. And as you can see, even though this right here shows the Ukraine times and what's going on, that market action index is actually even increased even from that time frame. I think it probably stalled. If you can see right here, look at this. This is a pretty good indicator. This is February 18th. This is 2 days before the invasion. And then what happens is that it dropped back down. People are taking a pause a little bit and see what's going on. And then as soon as they kind of get a feel for it, then boom, 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 it's going straight up. We've had some incidents where we've made offers for buyers, and we're one of 40 offers, one of 20 offers. So there is still plenty of activity because, again, this was not really a big interest rate drive. This was a big inventory drive, and that's what's been pushing these prices to this particular level, and also to the activity rate. Now, will that eventually affect us, the interest rate? Of course it will. It will affect us, but right now it isn't, because we're in the height of the season of the market right now. Things are pushing right along. This is normally when most houses turn over. And again, the interest rates, even though they're higher than they were, 30 days ago, it's still pretty darn good interest rates. It's under 5%. But of course, once you start getting used to 3%, that's sometimes a little bit hard pill to swallow. But once people start getting the feel for it and realize that it's still a darn good rate, the market continues to go move forward, and that's what's happening right now. Also, I think a little bit of the desensitization of the Ukraine, which is right, wrong, or indifferent. That's kind of what's happening, because right now that's not part of the conversations anymore. When it was a lot of part of the conversation at the end of February, beginning of March. So anyway, that's your market report. I want to encourage you on we're a big data-driven team, and on our website, myrealestatesteam.com, you can see here, you scroll all the way down to the bottom. This is the main site. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, we have tons of reports. If you look on here, this is we're going to any day now, we're going to update the quarterly reports, and we'll put this is from fourth quarter last year. And you can view all the full reports. And if you click on this, you can go through all the quarterly reports that we've had since we've been doing this 2019, and also the monthly reports, real time on that. Now, if you really want to get real time on this stuff, is that here is our reports for all the different counties that we serve. So all you have to do is grab on here, click on market reports, and you'll bring it right into here. It'll show you it updates the numbers every 7 days. So you can see where this is going. And if there's some kind of adjustment in the market, you can see what's going on. You have housing, you have condos. You can grab in any city that you want. If you want to grab, let's say, if you want to see Willow Glen, you can just go out there and review the report. This shows you, look at the market action index report is just tapped out at 90. So they have a very, very strong market there. And again, the big driver is there's nothing for sale, right? And people are holding on to the properties, and it's a high demand item. So if you're looking for any other additional information, please let us know. We can do very hyper local reports, even though you can get this stuff right online on our website. Okay, thanks for your time, and have a great day.